All right, my Decentraland friends, it's time for another quick and dirty video. I'm starting to like this concept a lot. The amount of time I spend editing these videos is pretty much zero, and I love that. So I think this is the new way of making daily updates. I mean, daily. No, this is not a commitment. I'm not gonna do daily updates, but I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try to do as many updates as possible. I think those guys who are passionate about Decentraland would appreciate that. Everyone else will probably unfollow. That's destiny. In any case, guys, there is a couple of topics to discuss today, and in this first quick and dirty video, I'm just going to focus on the building, and then maybe there is going to be another video because there are quite a few little news around Decentraland that I should be talking about. But yeah, let's just focus on the building here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people tell me like, hey, do you have something to show in terms of what you've built and so forth? And I'm surprised because the coordinates of this build are actually on the Twitter, and they're right here, minus 123, minus 68. I kind of thought, most people who follow me have at least, taken 1 minute to come over here and to check it out. But it turns out most people haven't. And that's completely normal. I mean, there is so much noise going on around Decentraland, you just don't get to see it all. So let's have a look inside today, and I'm just going to give you a quick tour. I might spend some time, discussing some of the little elements and, how they came about. And maybe let's just start here, just outside. So this is the very first element that I animated with the Decentraland Builder tool. So no SDK, just the Builder tool. There is the there are those smart tools that you can use to move and animate object, and this door was the very first one I did. So basically, if you click on the door, it does open like this, and I'm still loving this feature. Whenever I come here, sometimes I just cannot get inside because I keep on opening and closing the doors. In any case, let's move inside. On the inside, what do we have? So on the inside, I mean, I do have a couple of videos on the channel showing you how to animate these objects, how to create glass, how to do this type of textures inside Blender. So if you are curious about that, do check out the channel. These are very fundamental tutorials, but I think this is exactly what it takes sometimes to get started. So here I actually picked out a marble kind of texture, and of course you can probably do it a little bit better because here you can actually see that it's a repeating pattern. I think you can actually use Blender to make it a little bit more random, but in any case, for the time being, this works. So here is the art piece that we have done the other day, last week. Neurominter has created this wonderful piece. I must say that inside Decentraland, this yellow doesn't work as well as it does on OpenSea, but we will see. Maybe the resolution will improve over time. So here are a couple of furniture pieces directly from the gallery asset pack. So if you would like to, have a similar setup, just use the standard gallery asset pack in the builder tool. This is actually an interesting story behind this painting, and what's funny is that it's actually looking pretty good inside Decentraland. I'm not sure why it actually looks so good compared to how much effort we've spent on this one here. And then, well, okay, this is an animated picture, so this could be another reason, but this one just looks stunning. And this is something I have created, and I have minted it on OpenSea, and it's actually available for sale, guys. So if you want to have it, it's yours. It's in any case, I actually put it here and it looks really nice, and it fits very nicely here. Also using the gallery asset pack, I'm using that NFT frame object to load that OpenSea art piece into it. Works wonderfully here with this particular frame. So this is the first floor. We do have an elevator here that we will use. So on this screen, usually you do have a video that is hosted on IPFS. So I think it has played now for about 30 seconds, and then it stops playing because anything longer than that does not seem to play nicely with the scene. So yeah, I mean, but we have solved this problem with these course rules where you cannot, just host and put a video from YouTube in here because of these course rules. So IPFS did solve that problem. So I did put a YouTube channel promotion video of 30 seconds directly here in the reception with a little link to the channel here at the bottom. Just a couple of ideas of what you can do in your building. This is one of the only art pieces, NFTs, that I have ever purchased. I'm not a huge fan of the, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about what's going on in the art scene, but I did like that CryptoPunk kind of, or I don't know how you call these. I think, yeah, it's probably CryptoPunk kind of styles. So I did get one of these. This is one of 5 from Prime Cipher, I believe, is the artist's name. One of the few artists that I actually do follow. Very, very nice job. Very nice place here. And this is something I've picked up recently. There are 2020 copies of that. Which site was that again? There is a major crypto site. I don't remember what it is, but they basically created this summary of 2020 with everything that is going on or what has been going on in the crypto space. Well, they have not included Hex in here, so I do not fully like that picture. As you guys know, I'm a supporter of the Hex community, but other than that, I love that little piece. And maybe it is somewhere, but I just cannot find it, and I would not be surprised if it's not in there. You know what I'm talking about. So let's move up on the second floor. So here we have very nice wooden stairs. And when you walk in here, we do have a little, well, yeah, we do have a little gallery. So this is supposed to represent the free building that we have for download. And here are the 3 versions of the 3 buildings that are currently available. Now the thing is, the button has moved on to the other side. I need to fix that by moving the whole build a couple of millimeters in the other direction, but you get the idea. So here you have a little gallery where you can check out how the building looks, and then you can go and download it for free by clicking on this button here. I mean, it's if you haven't visited DCL.digital, you should give it a shot. Check out the stuff. You can download this building and actually put it up on your one parcel land. Yeah, this is a new feature we're working with. I love to say we, but frankly speaking, on this particular project now, it's only me who is working on it. All right, guys. So this is that. Yeah, these furniture pieces are all standard pieces from the gallery asset pack. So you can get those as well, same as the one all the way there in the back. And I've mentioned this a couple of times, but just because we are reviewing the building, this piece, this component here, this whole is actually quite new, and it's actually quite complicated for newbies like me to do this in Blender after the fact. Like once you have the building ready to come in and actually open up the space like that, it's a lot of dirty work. It has taken ages to get this going, but now it actually looks pretty cool. So not only, I mean, it has opened up the space. You can look all the way up there. You see these beautiful lamps also directly from the asset pack, from the gallery asset pack. So I think this has really changed the space a little bit. So sometimes I'm dreaming about a larger estate to build on, and I think eventually I will get to it. But you have to spend $10,000 to actually get a larger estate. And today there was actually an interesting sale. This one here, I did retweet it. If you check it out, this is from this Decentraland bot that I'm following. It's a very nice piece of land that has been sold with 6 parcels in one line. That means this line is twice as long as my build. That means you can also build significantly higher. I would have loved to have had that land for me, that estate for me. I would have built a huge building along that straight here, and then maybe created a park or maybe a lower building in that area. In that area, maybe I would have sold it off. And this was a really nice estate here. Yeah, but it went for almost $11,000. So if you guys want to check it out, do check out my Twitter. 90,000 mana. I mean, it doesn't sound like a whole lot, frankly speaking, but with the current mana prices, this is a significant project. And yeah, I did hesitate on that one. So here is the only other NFT art that I own. So I think in total I have 3 which I actually bought. No, I have 4 that I bought, and it's hanging here. This is another asset from the gallery asset pack that you can get. So you see these floors are somewhat empty right now. It does take a lot of time to put things in here and make this a useful space. So, and then we also have the limitation of how many triangles we can use for on this estate. So for now, it's just mostly experimenting. So here are the first few objects I made with Blender in terms of furniture. It's it's kind of cool. I think it's a good start. I think it's nice to occupy the space here, and it's an office like floor here with these chairs being from the gallery asset pack. This is custom made. Yeah, it's very basic, but it's custom made. It's like I made it, And here are two NFT frames that I'm using to load OpenSea objects in here. Actually, a very cool object also available in the gallery asset pack. In the builder tool, you can put any kind of NFT that you own on OpenSea into these type of frames. So I think I'm going to use these just a whole lot more. I think there's a bug with these that even if you have these items for sale, it shows it as if it's not for sale. So something I should report at some point, but I don't want to bother the guys at this point in time. But eventually, maybe you see this video and you can actually fix it. So here we are on the last floor, and that's actually one of the most interesting floors. And maybe I should actually make this open as a door, because when you come up here, it's just counterintuitive that it's closed here on the left. And look at this view, guys. It's actually pretty cool. So we are on the almost the last floor here, and this used to be a club. This used to be a club that I called Dragon Club back in the days. There's something here that I cannot see. That's interesting. There is an invisible object that I need to remove. I wasn't aware of it. In any case, so here we have a couple of images from the sessions we did, from the podcast sessions we did with Matty, with Judas. Some nice memories, and I minted these memories as NFTs. They have received 2 copies, and I have a couple of copies. They're available for sale, guys, if you want to own one of these. They're not that many. I think there are 9 in total. So if you want to have one of these copies, pick it up on my OpenSea account. Here are another 2 with Crypto Joe, my man, Talk Sam. It was a wonderful conversation. Very nice guy, very smart guy, amazing company. We had some interesting conversations. Unfortunately, back in the day, the audio quality wasn't amazing over Zoom. So this is something to improve. And I would really like to do more of these interview sessions. And this is actually the desk where we did the interview sessions. I used to position myself here, and then you would have my guest on the other side of the table, and we would just get it on right here. Yeah, I think maybe it's time to pick up some of these conversations again. It's just that you do need interesting material, and sometimes you just need to wait until like new things do happen. So all of the furniture is all from the gallery asset pack, except for these black ones. The black ones are very basic custom made ones. Yeah, so this is that floor, and then if you move all the way to the roof, and this is a special place, and it's really about using the full height of your estate. Like you will be surprised how high you can actually build. And then once you have your last floor, you have that option to create a roof like that, right? That just maximizes the last centimeters of your estate. And you cannot actually put that furniture in here because it will go out of bounds. But I think the glass floor is kind of cool. So if at some point we will have a party in here, or all the way up here, some people could be chilling up here and like watching what's going on downstairs. Remember, guys, this is supposed to be a club space, like a chill out club space. I used to have music gear and a DJ podium right over here. So all of this stuff is still available. Maybe we'll do it again. So this is my building, guys. Feel free to visit it. Feel free to check it out if you're curious. If you have any suggestions, please do let me know. This space is constantly changing. It has been in, it has been in many different colors already. So, and I think it looks awesome for this 3 parcel land. I think it's a respectable building, right? We will see. Maybe eventually I will get a larger plot. I would have liked to build something twice as large as this, but this will require $10,000 to $20,000, and for the time being, that this may be not the right place to spend the money on, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my building. Do feel free to visit it. The coordinates are -123 and -68. You can find them on the Twitter. Do visit this little link here from my Twitter where you have the channel link. Please do subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content. Like this video to help promote this video to maybe an audience that is not yet familiar with Decentraland. And then you have the free downloads here, a couple of building samples. It's a blog post with a large selection of building samples that went into the Decentraland gallery art gallery competition. Quite an interesting reference tool if you are building using the asset pack. And then you have, of course, the link to the building inside Decentraland. And if you're interested to see what's going on, on the Decentraland marketplace in terms of most recent Decentraland items for sale, this is another link right here. And one other thing that I will quickly mention is just that I'm following this Decentraland wearables bot. It's a really cool bot with, that tweets out recent sales. And I do like to comment there from time to time on some of the sales. So if you would like to follow it as well, to read the comments and maybe participate, have a conversation about recent sales, why not? Why not have a look? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. This is Swiss, and I see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.